there's a lot of they're blaming AI for layoffs when the reality is they were bloated. They have more people than they need to do the jobs they needed to do. Because of the COVID inefficiencies, they needed more people than they actually need. And that's where, the lack of loyalty is. You got to understand, if there's no job, there's no job. If there's no work to do, there's no job.
Yeah.
It just is. Whether it's AI or a computer instead of a typewriter, or a typewriter instead of a quill and pen, this is no different.
Mhm.
So it's just the next evolution of all that. We as humanity have always evolved past it, and we will again.
That's true.
We just don't know what it's going to look like because we never do.
We never do.
Did we know what the other side of the industrial revolution was going to look like? Like, most people didn't even know they were in an industrial revolution when they're in the middle of it. Not until you can take a step back and say, this arbitrary period, we're going to call it an industrial revolution. But really all that means is they changed how industry worked, from pure manpower to some type of water power, right? Then you use horses and animal power, and then you get tractors, which, and then you got steam versus internal combustion engine. That was a real change. Went from steam power, water power, to electricity.
Yeah.
And internal combustion. Those were two massive changes. One could argue that's the cause of the Great Depression. All the stuff that had powered the generation before was immediately worthless. You couldn't get a loan off of it because it was no longer a functional factory. It was inefficient. The guy with electricity could work 24 hours. He had 1,000 machines powered by electricity with 1,000 people running, with one person running each machine. Staff of 1,000, you needed 10,000 people to do the same work. It's going to give you a loan for your building, for improvements. It's cheaper to build a new one than to retrofit your old thing. So, a lot of people's investments became worthless overnight. And when you have margin calls based upon the theoretical value of those investments, next thing you know, lots of people's lives are ruined. Well, they weren't really, but they thought they were. Just had to change how your life was going to be. I mean, your life was different, to be sure, but it wasn't, ruined.